Let's learn English idioms with Samantha Prabhu.
Yeah.
So I'm all ears to know how I can improve gut health.
I'm all ears means I am listening very attentively or you have my full attention. For example, whenever you need to talk, I'm all ears.
Okay, so I think the elephant in the room for us,
Yeah.
the biggest topic that we have been closely working.
The elephant in the room means a big, obvious problem or issue that everyone is aware of but no one wants to talk about because it's uncomfortable or awkward. For example, the argument they had yesterday was the elephant in the room today.
And if you want to take up that mantle of trying to influence people towards positivity and love and empathy,
Take up the mantle means to take responsibility or leadership from someone else. For example, he took up the mantle after his father retired.
When I'm leaving, they don't come to the door anymore.
They're icing you out.
They're icing me out.
Ice someone out means to completely avoid a person and keep them away from your group. For example, she felt iced out by her coworkers at the meeting.
I think that it was an uphill climb for me as well for a while to get how much of carbs.
Uphill climb means a tough or challenging situation that will take hard work to succeed. For example, winning the case will be an uphill climb for the lawyer.
And when I woke up, the spike was just like off the charts and it stayed there for like 3 hours.
Off the charts means extremely high or beyond normal limits. For example, her energy level is off the charts today.
But there's no hard and fast rule that we are right. We are all here to learn. We are here to share. We're here to listen.
Hard and fast means a rule or limit that is strict, fixed, and cannot be changed. For example, there's no hard and fast rule for success.
every day I wake up with pins and needles in my eyes. Every day that I go through this pain.
Pins and needles means feeling anxious, nervous, or in suspense about something. For example, I'm on pins and needles waiting for my exam results.
It was a final breaking of shackles because as an actor, you are always expected to display perfection.
Breaking of shackles means to free oneself from control, restrictions, or limitations. For example, she broke the shackles of fear and followed her dreams.
Those are defining moments in your life, not the smooth parts, not the parts where everything is hunky-dory.
Hunky-dory means everything is fine, okay, or going well. For example, everything was hunky-dory until the power went out.
It did not work out, but I was not going to beat myself up and feel guilty for something that I didn't do.
Beat yourself up means to blame or criticize yourself harshly for something you did or you failed to do. For example, she keeps beating herself up over a small mistake in the presentation.
The hustle culture doesn't realize is that rest is not taking your foot off the gas, it's putting fuel in the tank.
Take one's foot off the gas means to slow down or reduce effort in something like work or an activity. For example, after months of hard work, she finally took her foot off the gas.
My producer didn't hesitate at any point of time saying, no, this is the girl at the core of it, I can't do it.
At the core means at the most essential or fundamental part of something. For example, at the core, this issue is about trust.
I'm going to be able to cut out the noise and listen to the voice in my head that says,
cut out the noise means to ignore distractions or unnecessary information and focus on what's important. For example, she cut out the noise of social media to focus on writing her book.
especially emotions like love and betrayal and redemption, they don't go out of style. They don't go extinct.
Go out of style means to no longer be fashionable, trendy, or popular. For example, bell-bottom jeans went out of style years ago.
The flip side is, however, that I had to really make mistakes and learn from them. And
flip side means the opposite or alternative perspective of something. For example, social media helps us connect, but the flip side is it can be addictive.
yeah, so I switch off. It's all I'm trying to say is that I switch off when I'm not working. And
switch off means to stop paying attention or to mentally disconnect. For example, I switched off during the long meeting.
So I am left vulnerable when I'm caught off guard, by a camera or by someone taking my picture or video. So
caught off guard means to be surprised or unprepared for something unexpected. For example, I was caught off guard by the sudden question.
I really truly don't have the guts to call it a day.
Call it a day means to stop working or end an activity for the day. For example, we're tired, let's call it a day.
People are saying, oh, you're just trying to milk this. But if I believe that people who follow me or people who love me,
Milk something means to take full advantage of a situation, often for personal gain, sometimes excessively. For example, she milked her minor injury to avoid chores for a week.
you're pushed into a corner where you're supposed to feel like you're a failure, you're supposed to feel guilt.
Push into a corner means to force someone into a difficult or helpless situation with limited options. For example, the tough questions pushed him into a corner during the interview.
So obviously, picking up a sport later in life means losing a lot, which is not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea means something you don't like or are not interested in. For example, horror movies are not my cup of tea.
I'm a stickler for punctuality, so I like to be on time.
Stickler for punctuality means someone who is very strict about being on time. For example, he's a stickler for punctuality, so don't be late.
I completely blanked out. That was quite something.
Blank out means to suddenly forget something or to lose focus or memory. For example, I blanked out during the test and forgot everything I studied.
The kind of films that I am being a part of, they say like when it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours means when one bad thing happens, a lot of other bad things tend to happen at the same time. For example, first I missed the bus, then I lost my wallet. When it rains, it pours. I hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this.